Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gino, and a few days ago my Loewe SA messaged me to come to the store because they had a special ready-to-wear event. So I'm like, sure. I had no idea what to expect when I arrived, but I was pleasantly surprised. They were serving champagne, canapes. I tried on a few pieces of ready-to-wear, and after buying a few items, I got these. These are real anthurium flowers. So after about 4 days, they're still fresh, they're still vibrant. That is actually the first time that the store has ever hosted an event like this. That got me thinking, this is such a great store. Surely there's nothing negative anyone has ever said about it. Everyone must have a great positive boutique experience every time they visit this store. Boy, was I wrong. Shout out to Kagem from Hey Glamazon. I'll put a link down in the description. She does these dragging videos where she reads negative reviews of some of the big brands such as LV, Dior, and in particular Hermes, or as she likes to call it, Big H. They are just a joy to watch, and surely Loewe doesn't have anything like that. Well, I went on to Google reviews of the Westfield Sydney store, and boy was I in for a surprise. Why don't I just read some of these out and make some comments about them, and let's see who was in the wrong. Was it the client or was it the SA? Now I just want to clarify a couple of things. I'm going to assume that whatever the reviewer has said is 100% their truth. Also, I've never worked retail, but I can respect that it is a tough job, so I do have some sympathy for SAs that probably do not act 100% all of the time. I mean, they're human after all, so I can sympathize. So with that out of the way, let's begin with, actually before we begin, this is a Loewe video, so I figured I should give you some eye candy. Okay, let's begin. The first review, 1 star, 10 months ago. 2 Chinese girls at 7:40 p.m, 12 May 2022, doesn't say hi or bye, texting with her personal phone while serving us. My missus was a big fan of this store, but we will be purchasing from another brand. Absolutely disgusting. For the price we pay, at least we deserve some sort of service. Okay, first of all, if you're not from Australia, we have this thing called Thursday late night shopping. So most of our stores are open from 9 till 6, but for Thursdays, most stores open a few hours later. So this store in particular, their opening hours are from 10 to 6, but for Thursdays, they close at 8 p.m. So this person showed up at 7:40 p.m. So that's 20 minutes before closing time. My rule of thumb is, if you want a boutique experience, don't show up close to closing time, because that's when the SAs are starting to wrap up. They're trying to close everything up for the day, and you're expecting to have a luxury boutique experience when they're already wrapping things up. Like, at least show up an hour before they close. Like, how much service are you expecting to get? Like, because it takes time to wrap up your goods and to process it and send you on your way. So giving an SA only 20 minutes, I'm not surprised that they're rushing at this point. Texting on a personal phone while serving us. Okay, like that's just how it is these days. Like, they have their phones, they are going to be looking up products for you. So yeah, it might feel a bit impersonal. It's not like they have like a catalog they can just bring out and you can just casually flick through it. Like, everything is done on the phone. So, I mean, that's just how it is these days. So in this instance, I'm on the side of the SAs. I mean, giving like a customer coming in 20 minutes before closing time, nah. You ain't gonna get any good service that way. This one is from 8 months ago, 1 star. This is a long review, okay. Was given the wrong size and had to go again to exchange it. Instead of apologizing for giving me the wrong item and making me having to come again in this cold, wet weather, I was told, because you have now exchanged it once and our policy is 1 exchange only, we will not be able to exchange the item again. I am most likely not going to exercise the exchange, but I would like to keep that right. Especially, it was not my choice that I had to come exchange the item. It feels I am penalized for someone else's mistake. The girl at the shop then told me, well, if you are not 100%, then you don't have to purchase today. You can come back later. Oh, so I was running around for your shop assistant's mistake, and now you are suggesting I come back a third time. I like this brand but will not come back, and had shared this experience on social media and amongst my group chats to ensure people don't pay for such terrible service in future. Just go visit some brands next door which has the right level of service for what you pay for. Okay, this person was particularly bitter. So this review takes a couple of readings to understand what is happening here. So from what I gather, this person was shopping for, let's assume it was a t-shirt. So they pick the size that they want, but for some reason the SA has wrapped up the wrong size, given it to the client, and only when the client comes home do they realize that it's the wrong size, so they have to come back a second time. What the SA was saying, in response, these are typical responses. This SA was not rude in any way. I assume this person was thinking that the SA was patronizing her or just not caring as much, but these are typical answers that even I would expect if this happened to me. I don't get why the SA was telling her that she had to exchange it. If it was the SA's mistake, then surely they would, it shouldn't be a problem to just give this customer the right size and send them on their way. Maybe by the time the customer came back that the specific style and size he or she wanted was no longer available, so they had to just settle with a different style. Generally speaking, if it's genuinely the SA's fault, then they will do everything in their power to correct it, or at least give them a refund. Why are they telling her to come back a third time? They can just order it for them and just have it shipped to their address. They can do that. They're not going to make a client come back to the store. I think there's more to this story. I'm a little bit confused about this one, but yeah, generally speaking, then the SAs will do whatever they can to correct it. Okay, this one is from 3 years ago, 1 star. I've been to the shop twice, no eye contact, no greeting at all. I was looking for a present for my friend and the 2 sales associates were just standing there and not even approaching. I've asked one of them if I can see a wallet and she didn't help me at all. She just told me to grab it myself. Absolutely love the brand, but not really going to shop at this boutique anymore. I wonder how can the company allowed their staff to present their brand like this? Okay, well that is just bang out of order. If the SAs are just ignoring this customer, then that's completely wrong. Just letting them wander around the store. I mean, granted, this person says that they were in the shop twice, so I'm assuming this particular review refers to the second time they came. I'm going to assume that this person is probably a time waster. They came to the store the first time around, spent, I don't know, an hour just looking at different wallets and not knowing what to get, so the SAs told them to just think about it and come back when you're ready to buy. I'm going to assume that the SAs, these are the same SAs that had served this person last time and were just okay, this person's just gonna be another time waster. And wallets are only about $800, so if she was eyeing a bag, then maybe she would have gotten better service. But I mean, regardless, doesn't matter if you're buying a key charm or an expensive bag, you should still be getting attentive SAs. I mean, telling the customer to just go to the shop and grab it, I mean, you don't do that in most stores. You ask for an SA to hand you a wallet from the shelf. You don't just go in and touch everything. I mean, it's different for me. If I ask an SA, I just want to browse and touch everything, I mean, I actually can. I can do that. I mean, not that I go to the store that often. And I just want to put this out there. I mean, I've seen a lot of reviews saying that the SAs just won't leave them alone when they want to just walk around and browse, and if they need help, then they will ask for an SA to come. Maybe this is what the impression that this reviewer had given the first time around. Like, she wanted to just have the luxury of just perusing the shelves, asking a bunch of questions. Maybe that's how this person likes to shop. So like maybe this is the impression she gave last time, so when she comes back a second time, this is what the essays were allowing her to do, but I guess she must have misread that the wrong way. Okay, we have another review, 1 star, 3 years ago. Sales shows no interest to serve or even greeting. I was the only customer in store with 3 sales walking around, not even a hello. I was asking if they have different colors for one bag I want to buy. The lady told me to check online. I asked if they can tell me what colors are available in this style. She turned around and told me again, check online, I'm not sure. Then she walked away. Rude! Worst customer service. Loewe is not cheap to buy, but we don't even receive an average customer service to start with, never going back again. Okay, the only customer in the store, I mean, okay, that's a surprise. The essay should, there's one essay available for this customer, like, so I have no idea what was happening here. Not every store stocks every single color of every single bag. I mean, this is Asia Pacific region that we're talking about here, and we really get limited stock. It's not like in Europe where they have a wider range. Like, we really are limited to select colors, select styles. So if this person really wanted a specific color and the essay knew that they didn't have it, then I guess that was the default answer. It's best to just check online, shop online. And the essay should have put a little bit more effort into caring, or at least checking if they could get one shipped into the store. I mean, they do store transfers, but again, this is within the Asia Pacific region. It's not like I can ask for a bag from Europe and it'll come. It's not that easy. Bluntly saying check online, I'm not sure. I mean, that is pretty rude. Okay, here's another one, 3 years ago, 1 star. The only one luxury store I have ever experienced that no greeting or eye contact to the customer at all. I went in several times, the sales never said hello or with smile on me. Extremely bad customer service. I really want to rank it 0, frowny face. This person coming in several times and never once an essay saying hello or smiling. I mean, that is, I don't know what is happening here. The essays are out of order in this case. Even if you just get in people that just come in and browse and like end up not buying anything, they should still say, like, smile and just say hi or bye. Like, I mean, unless this person has a reputation for being a time waster, again, this is just one of those cardinal rules of luxury shopping. Like, don't be a time waster, especially if this person is coming in several times. Like, what's your spending profile there? I mean, they might be a bit more forgiving if you have a decent spending profile there, but if you've only bought like one item after how many trips, I mean, you're gonna get a reputation. It's not like okay, I'm just gonna say this bluntly, essays do remember faces, okay? If you develop a reputation for being a constant time waster or a constant spender, but then just returning items, like you're probably going to get negative service in your subsequent visits. So, but again, I don't know what this person's spending profile is like, so I mean, just based on this, I mean, the essays are out of order in this case. Okay, here's another review, 1 star, 4 years ago. I mean, granted, there is a difference between now and what was happening 4 years ago. So, like, I've only been shopping for the brand for about 2 years, and my experience in general has been great. Maybe this doesn't relate to any current essays, let's hope not. Oh, this is from 4 years ago. I like the brand, but the sales in this shop are far below average. I came in the other day to buy a bag. I was their only customer there, and there were 3 sales. No one came to help me for 10 minutes. I had to leave. I am not buying anything from the store. I would rather buy online. Okay, again, another instance of just one customer in the store. Like, what is happening here? Like, And it's not like the essays couldn't see this customer. Like, if you actually have been to this particular location, like there's nowhere to hide. Like you can see across the entire store and spot like if there's any customer like lurking around, you can spot them. So like, I don't know what's happening here. Like in this case, this was bad customer service. I'm scrolling through a lot of these reviews. They're just a lot of one-liners, 1 stars. So I'm gonna have 2 more reviews here today. So this one is a 2-star from 4 years ago. I bought a men's backpack there on the 20th of Feb near close of store time, and it was not a pleasant shopping experience. Okay, you just admitted that you showed up close to closing time. What did I say in the first review that I just did? Like, don't show up close to closing time. If you want a boutique luxury experience, give yourself an hour, okay? The Chinese sales girl recognized I'm Chinese and started to speaking Chinese with me. But the way of her speak is like she is working at Zara or H&M, definitely not Loewe. She was not using polite language and rushing through everything, and not a smile at all, did not say any greetings at all. I mean, again, you're close to closing time. They're kind of wanting to wrap things up and send you on your way. And it's not like you reserved this item. I guess you did your research and found that this bag was available in the store, but you didn't organize to just go in and pay for it and leave. You still wanted to spend a bit of time just looking at the bag, I guess. I actually prefer to be served by another staff, so I asked another staff for a purse's price, and the Chinese sale just interrupted our conversation rudely. A kindly advice to Loewe, you don't need to put a Chinese sales for your Chinese customers, because from my previous experience, they usually don't treat Chinese customers that polite and nice. If you really need a Chinese sales, train them properly. Okay, I mean, a lot of racial profiling here. It's not like the essays just saw this person and was like, okay, let's send the Chinese one to this person. Like, you were served by the first essay that was available. So, like, I mean, you weren't racially profiled. Talk about like trying to jump from one essay to another when you're mid-sale. Like, if you're dissatisfied with an essay, like, don't jump ship to a different one while you're still there. Like, take a step back, breathe. If you're still dissatisfied, then just politely say, I'll come back another time, and then when you come back, you'll be paired with a different essay. I don't know how long this video is running for, but there are a lot of negative reviews, so we'll just leave it to this last one. From a week ago, okay, 3 stars. I was asked to wait outside despite only needing to pick up an online reservation. There were customers that exited the store, but I was still not let in. I probably shop online in the future. I mean, if it was particularly busy that day, then it's not like once the essay just sends a client out of the store, they can just immediately take another one in. I mean, there's still some stuff they have to do in the background. I assume you would want to still have like a luxury experience. Do you really just want to walk in and pick up an item and leave? I mean, you're already in the store. Don't you want to like just stick around for a while, just browse and just see what's there? Even if you don't have any intention of shopping, I assume this is what the essay would want for you. So, and don't take it as a snub or as a rude gesture if you're made to wait outside. Like, if the essays take their time with every customer. So when it comes around to your turn, then they will take time to serve you. Like, if you didn't want to browse or anything, you should probably have just stuck to online ordering and just have it shipped to your address. Like, if you're coming into a store, then there is kind of an expectation that you would still be interested in looking at other items, even if this is just a pickup order. So, I mean, but yeah, again, don't take it as a snub that you just had to wait outside, okay? I wait outside. I mean, they don't roll out the red carpet for me. If it's busy that day, I'll wait. I'll stand in the queue. But with all these negative reviews, it gives the store a 3.3 out of 5. Maybe I should leave my own review. I wonder how much that will tip the scales, but I mean, the fact that I have a channel where half of it's dedicated to Loewe, I mean, that's proof enough that I like shopping at Loewe. I get great customer service. So, I mean, that's my 2 cents on all of this. If you've learned anything from today's video, if you want to have a good, positive shopping experience, then allocate an hour, and definitely well before closing time, if you want to have a good shopping experience, and go into the store with at least one purchase in mind. If you really have no idea what you want, then Loewe.com, just browse to that website. They even have a store locator option for any item that you want. If you're interested in buying it, you can find out if it's actually available in that given store, so that'll save you a trip. Has my puzzle been just like sinking slowly into this pillow this whole time? Like, my puzzle is tired. Like, with all these negative reviews, it is just tired. I'm starting to lose my voice, but this is so much talking that I've just done today, so I'll leave it at that. Happy shopping. Like, I hope none of this happens to you, but I mean, if you've had a negative experience at any luxury store, then leave it in the comments. I would be interested in reading it and providing my commentary on it. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.